Roman Reigns haters are still roaming around even after his SummerSlam 2024 return. And what I'm trying to figure out is why. Like, I'm literally trying to sit here and understand why are his haters still coming back. Now, for those that know me and they know this channel, you know that I never wanted Roman Reigns to lose his title at WrestleMania 40. However, if I found one silver lining on Roman Reigns losing his title, it was the hope and the feeling that the people that did want him to lose would finally stop going against him. That they finally would start being in support of Roman and be able to actually show him some love and appreciation for what he did during his title reign. And for the most part, that happened. A lot of fans that wanted him to lose the title, once he stopped holding the title hostage, they finally show him appreciation. He got a supreme pop at SummerSlam 2024, a supreme pop. But there's still those fans out there that no matter what, even after Roman has dropped the title and he's not holding it hostage anymore, that still want to hate on him. That still, like, it's just boiling in their veins, like their blood is just like, oh my gosh, like I just hate his existence. Like, oh man, I hope he fails at everything in life. And I'm just like, bro, like he lost. You good now? You know, I thought that was gonna be the one thing. The one silver lining. Roman loses, people appreciate him now. What's up with y'all? So I have a few comments that I want to go over with you guys that I saw on social media this week after he returned. Like when I was talking positively about him, people either replying to me or replying to another comment about Roman, and then even a little debate discussion, if you will, that I got into with one of his haters. So yeah, I'm gonna just take you guys through these comments and we're gonna talk about this and all the hate that Roman Reigns is still receiving even after his SummerSlam 2024 return. All right, so I watched this video titled "The Real Reason Why Roman Reigns Returned to WWE SummerSlam," which is from Plana, I believe, right? And this guy said, not gonna lie, I would have popped more if Paul returned with him, but that return was also filled with aura. So obviously I understand wanting Paul Heyman to come back. That's cool. This guy's not the hater. The guy under him immediately, nah, Paul deserves better than Roman. Put him with someone interesting. So immediately out the gate, this ain't even about Roman having the title, losing the title, anything like that. It's just like Roman Reigns is not interested. Give Paul Heyman someone else. The idea that Roman Reigns isn't interesting, especially as the tribal chief character, maybe I understand the big dog and what they were doing with the big dog, but as the tribal chief, not interesting. Like, I literally don't know what you're talking about. The biggest draw in wrestling, dude, he's the ultimate needle mover. He was the reason I came back, reason my girlfriend started watching, reason so many people got more invested into wrestling during his reign. This title reign and everything that Roman has done has been very interesting. Like, even if you found like little moments and points where it was like, okay, the story's kind of dying down or whatever, or because he was like on his hiatus and stuff like that, the part-time stuff, which I said I understood, and that's why I thought if he dropped the title, people would be cool. But overall, his tribal chief character, his dominance, his mannerisms, everything he displayed, his trash talk. Look, I don't even got to go on about how interesting Roman Reigns is. Just go watch my Roman Reigns Glaze session video. Like, if you want to know how interesting Roman was as the tribal chief, or is as the tribal chief, go check out that content. But yeah, this is not about him like not wanting him to have the title. This is literally just about not thinking that Roman is interesting. But to each his own, whatever. This is not the worst for the worst. I'm starting off with the light stuff, you know what I'm saying? All right, next. So I believe this is the same video, right? Real reason why Roman Reigns returned. This guy said, we want Roman versus Rock. Down in the comment sections, I'm down there. I said, I need this match to happen with no interruptions in the story this time, man. We running out of time. Let's get it done. I say we running out of time because The Rock is getting older by the day, by the second. We do not know how much longer he will be able to go in the ring. We were already questioning if he was going to be able to go in the ring at WrestleMania 40. He did a great job, but I don't want us to keep losing time. Let him get into his 60s. He's already in his 50s, right? So I'm just like, yo, let's get it done now. Like, Roman don't have the title. Let's go. I'm just hyped. I'm happy for it, right? Now, obviously, you see some people in here like, oh, I don't want The Rock to return, so that's a little hate on The Rock or whatever. But this is the same dude that I just talked about that said that Roman is boring. He comes back again because he feels the need to keep letting people know that Roman sucks. He says, speak for yourself. Two wrestlers I'd be happy to never, he meant to say never. He said ever. Seen again. So never see again, he means, is Roman and Lesnar, the most boring performers of the modern era, which is, it's like so crazy because now you're talking about the two Paul Heyman guys. You're talking about Paul Heyman needs somebody more interesting than Roman, and then you bring up Brock here and saying that Brock is one of the most boring performers ever, but Roman's one of the most boring performers ever. So this person's going around in the comment section. I'm going around speaking positivity in the air. That's usually what I do. I'm trying to say things that I'm hyped for, excited for. I don't try to spread hate. And this guy is going around making sure I'm letting everyone know Roman sucks, Roman's boring, Roman sucks, Roman's boring. So he's back over here in a completely separate comment just to let us know that Roman sucks. And then he brings out Brock Lesnar for whatever reason. Now, granted, we ain't gonna talk too much about Brock because we don't know what's going on with his allegations, what's true and what's not. So that is what that is. Hey, Brock might be generating hate from that. I have no clue. But Roman Reigns again catching stray bullets because this dude just asked if we want. No, this dude just said we want Roman versus Rock, and now this dude just like, speak for yourself. You mad about it? Well, yeah, he could speak for himself. It's his comment, bro. Like, he could speak for himself. He, like, I get it. He said we, but like, we could be like the people that he said that want Roman versus Rock. There are other people that want Roman versus Rock. I want Roman versus Rock. But like, if you wanted to make it be known that you don't want Roman versus Rock, you could have made your own comment, but you're really just going around to other people's comments to tell them that Roman sucks and this needs to never happen. He doesn't say anything about The Rock, but he just like, Roman sucks basically. So yeah, man, the hate continues. Even after the SummerSlam return, there's still people out here that just can't be satisfied, can't be happy with anything, bro. But let's go on to the next thing. All right, so this comment thread right here, this whole section is the reason that I made this video in the first place. And I'm actually going to blur out the little end of the conversation right here so you could just run through it with me and see how this thing progresses. But this guy says in a different video where Cody Rhodes says that a rematch needs to happen between him and Roman Reigns. Like, Cody Rhodes was talking about it. They need to get part 3 going, right? This guy in the comments, not a hater, just asking the question, who do you think will win, Roman Reigns or Cody Rhodes? So I comments in the comment section with my positivity on what I want as a Roman fan, not hating on anybody, saying I would hope that Roman does. But for that to happen, it has to be a very long time from now. I acknowledge that it has to be a very long time from now, from jump, because I know that people just came off of Roman's 4-year title reign. So I understood that. That was like a little prerequisite to me hoping that he wins, but it has to be a while from now, because if you do it so soon, people are just going to want Roman to lose because we just came off of Roman, you know, being this monster for such a long time. So I understand that. I get it. Hence me saying, but that has to happen. But for that to happen, it has to be a long time from now. But I would hope that Roman wins. That's it. Nothing negative was in my statement, right? Please let me know in the comments if you think I said anything negative, like besides anybody that's not Roman. I didn't say I hate Cody. I didn't say I want Cody like life to be ruined or nothing like that. I literally just said I hope Roman wins when they have the rematch, right? All right, cool. So this dude coming at me in the comment section immediately at J Athletic Gaming. You want the WWE title to be held hostage again and only be seen 5 times a year? Got it. Bro, I literally just said that I hope that Roman wins. And then not necessarily even for the WWE title. Like, we don't know how long Cody's going to be champion. I said a very long time from now. We don't know how long he's going to be champion. I just said I want him to win. And this is obviously clearly a sarcastic message to me, right? It's a sarcastic message. Like, oh, you want this to happen, that to happen? Oh, so you want just to have a terrible reign again, basically? Got it. Heard you, right? So I'm just like, dude, like, no, like, first of all, I enjoyed his reign in the first place. So you're not, if you get me with Roman Reigns for a title reign for another few years, I would never be mad about that. I would be happy. I'm a super fan, but I understand the people that don't want him to have the title anymore. So I get that. But the point is, I'm only speaking positivity. I don't really know where the sarcasm is coming from. Then right under his comment, he comments again saying Cody Rhodes, Roman should never be a champion ever again, in my opinion. Not anytime soon, at least. So he adds a not anytime soon, which I already said a very long time from now, but he completely disregarded the fact that I said it and then says it in his comment, but whatever. Yeah, not anytime soon, at least, because he just had a 4-year title run and it wasn't good. Roman was holding the title hostage and never showing up. Again, I understand him not showing up because he has a part-time schedule. To say that his reign wasn't good is like absolute insanity. A lot of people have talked about the Bloodline storyline alone and stated that his story with the Bloodline and then bringing in Sami Zayn or whatever might be the best storyline that they've ever seen in wrestling history. And I know a lot of people say Sami Zayn elevated that story. Yes, he did. Absolutely. Sami Zayn elevated that story. But don't discredit Roman. Don't act like that story doesn't exist if the tribal chief doesn't exist. If he's not on this reign, if he's not going crazy in the way that he was and just being a dominant champion, you know, don't act like Roman had nothing to do with that. So one, we have that ultimate super amazing arc with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline, We had the beginning of his reign with him and Jey Uso and him literally building up the bloodline. That was amazing stuff. It was like theater, bro. Like it was literally, that's why we like coined the term cinema. It was cinema. So we had that going. He had a great match with Logan Paul. WrestleMania 39 with Cody, which people were mad about, but it ultimately paid off because Cody Rhodes got even bigger and went on to still win the title of WrestleMania 40. So that still worked out. Great match then. And WrestleMania 40, people are saying might be the greatest WrestleMania of all time. At least that main event, it was insane. So these are all a part of Roman Reigns' title reign, bro. Like his SummerSlam match with Brock Lesnar that he had was the best match that they had ever had between the two of them. That was a great match. The last man standing. I don't know if I'm tripping, but I thought it was a great match. Roman Reigns' title reign was not bad by any means. That like the biggest thing you could say about it is that Roman was disappearing. Like he wasn't here a lot during like the last 2 years. The first year and change, like he was there, but then he started getting that part-time schedule because he had a certain level of status, and I understand that. But to say his reign wasn't good, man, he had the most compelling stories in wrestling by far. So I responded to this dude. I said, bro, he could lose the title whenever. I'm talking about one match. Please relax. Because I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to be positive, just saying who I want to win. Nope. In my comment, like I said nothing bad about Cody Rhodes. I just said what I want for Roman. This guy said he wants Cody Rhodes, but then he immediately went into talking bad about Roman. Literally, he says Cody Rhodes, and the rest of his comment is talking bad about Roman. So that's why I said he could lose a match whenever, or lose the title whenever. I'm talking about one match. Please relax. It's like it's one match. Roman doesn't have to go on a super long reign to win a single match against Cody Rhodes in the future. Like, calm down, bro. And I want Roman to finally be represented in a way in which he doesn't need to cheat and he doesn't need help to try to beat Cody. Because in 39, he beat Cody, but Solo Sikoa helped. 40, he lost to Cody even after getting all the help. I want a third match where Roman could be proven as a strong character by himself. Cody has already been proven as a strong character by himself, which is why he was going to win at 39 until Solo interfered. We are at the point where now I would like to see Roman Reigns booked as winning because he is good now, winning because he is strong, not winning because of interference and because of the bloodline. That has been happening for such a long time, and that was my biggest gripe with his title reign. I loved Roman, but the booking on the fact that like he can't win on his own anymore was kind of crazy to me, and that's what I want for him. I responded to the dude again. I said, matter of fact, if it's that deep to you, they don't even got to fight for a title, because by your logic, it'll just be predictable. So no title, final match to determine the best man, problem solved. I said nothing bad about Cody Rhodes. Nothing bad about Cody Rhodes. I said, you know what? It don't even got to be for the title, because in reality, we don't know how long Cody's going to be a champion, like I just told you guys. So let's take the title out of it, because if it's the idea that, oh, Roman should never be a champion, it's extremely predictable. I want a match where nobody's cheating on Roman's side, nobody's cheating on Cody's side. They're just seeing who the best man is, and we can't predict who the winner is, because if the logic is, oh, if they're fighting for a title, Roman should never win a title again, that means Roman is always going to lose any title match that he ever has again for the rest of his career. And if that's the case, then don't put him in title matches, because I want to have the idea that he can win a match and not just be like, oh yeah, he's going to lose because he was champion for 4 years, so he should never be champion again. Therefore, Roman will never win a title match. This is a foregone conclusion. That ruins the mystery of the match. That ruins everything. So yeah, like if you want, take the title out of it. But if you're not butthurt about him like having another title shot and he could have a title reign that's maybe shorter, like a month or two, like then yeah, make it for the title if you want to. And it's literally one match. It's not that deep, like I told him. So this is really where I got into a back and forth with one of Roman's haters, bro. Like I got into back and forth with somebody, and it's under the same exact comment. So after I say may the best man win, this guy responds to me saying, best man, you know Roman is going to cheat. That's his whole character. To which I responded saying, as a heel, sure, but he's a babyface now. How would cheating go with him currently being a babyface? That's what I asked. So right now, he's not hating at the moment. It's just kind of like he thinks like Roman's always a cheater. He's always going to be a cheater. But I'm like acknowledging the fact that, yeah, but when he came back at SummerSlam, he came back as a babyface with a big pop. And if he's going to be a babyface, then he shouldn't be using underhanded tactics, or else that would just make him a heel again. Unless you're in a specific situation in which, you know, there are some cases in which babyfaces cheat, but it's very like rare. It's not as often, or they cheat back to somebody that was already cheating. So then he responded saying Super Roman about to bury the whole roster. And I said, well, first, let me say this. I said I'm ready for it. He shouldn't be losing clean anymore. When I said I'm ready for it, let me fix that, right? When I say I'm ready for it, I mean I'm ready for Roman to win matches. I'm not saying I'm ready for him to bury the whole roster. I'm ready for him to win matches, right? I said he shouldn't be losing clean anymore, as in what I just talked to you guys about. Throughout the entire last year or two of Roman's title reign, he has been winning, yes, but it's always been underhanded tactics. It's always been interference. So for 2 years, we have been given this formula that Roman Reigns cannot win a match by himself anymore. That has already been stated and understood. He can't win a match by himself. So when I say he shouldn't be losing clean anymore, I mean we should finally get the version of Roman Reigns that can win a match on his own as the tribal chief. Win a match on his own as the tribal chief. Stop making it he needed interference by some type of bloodline member, some type of somebody, bro. That's what I'm saying when I say he shouldn't lose clean anymore. Let's actually have him in a storyline where he's actually just good at his job and he actually good at wrestling. He can actually just win matches. That would be cool. So he said he lost one time and buried everyone. He's just going to do it again. I just explained that, yeah, he lost one time, but as I said, he was always winning by interference. So I responded to him. I said, yeah, he lost once officially, but buried who? That's what I'm saying. Who did Roman Reigns really bury? Do we know what burying is? Every match he won at the end was cheating, like you said. He beat Cody. Now Cody is world champion. He beat Sammy. Sammy went on to beat Gunther's historic reign. Not to mention, before Sammy beat Gunther's historic reign, as soon as Sammy lost to Roman, he went on to main event WrestleMania for the first time in his career, and then he won the tag titles in a very bloodline related story because he was facing the Usos. How is that burying Sami Zayn? Before I continue, let me state this. Burying somebody is not the same as making them lose. Losing and burying are not being buried are not the same thing. Losing a match is losing a match. Being buried is when you go into a match, you lose to this person, and after that, your career takes a downward spiral, downward trajectory. It just can't be recovered. I fought Roman Reigns, and then after that, everything in my life went completely wrong. And that couldn't be further from the case, especially with Sami Zayn and a lot of other people that Roman has faced. And I mentioned that here. But that's what burying somebody is. So if Roman Reigns beats Sami Zayn, then Sami Zayn never gets another title opportunity anywhere again in his career, or every time you see him on TV, he's losing matches. He just can't seem to recover from that one loss that he took to Roman. And that's not true, because people were just calling Sami Zayn Sammy Hogan, and he beat freaking Gunther, man. He could beat Gunther because he was facing somebody the caliber of Roman Reigns, who was champion for over 1,000 days. So when he faced somebody that was champion for 600 days, it made sense that Sami Zayn could beat this guy, because I was out here chilling with Roman Reigns and fighting Roman Reigns. So his career got elevated. Main event his first WrestleMania after fighting Roman. What are you talking about, bro? So anyway, that burying and losing are not the same thing. I'm gonna just say that. Sammy went on to beat Gunther's historic reign. Roman beat Jay. Jay started the Yeet movement and everything. He started the little wave hand movement. Obviously, Roman made main event Jay Uso and all this other stuff. Jay got to main event SummerSlam. That's a top spot on the card. So I'm not understanding. Logan became the US champion. Logan Paul was a freaking social media superstar who immediately got a title shot at Roman Reigns. He lost, and then immediately he won a mid-card title. He skipped the mid-card title to get the shot with Roman, but then he became the US champion. Granted, he just lost it to LA Knight, but he was the champion. Logan Paul was not on no downward spiral after fighting Roman Reigns. And then speaking of the new US champion, LA Knight. LA Knight fought Roman Reigns too, and he went back to fight for the US title as well, which he had never had before that. So the reality is, if he never fights Roman Reigns, it's possible that he might not have gotten this US title, the opportunity, because he got to shine in a main event moment, and he has not been buried. Logan has not been buried. They've both been champions since fighting Roman and have both been very prominent on TV. So yeah, I said Logan became the champ. Roman was elevating people, man. You tripping. I guess I forgot to open the rest of the screenshot, but I said, but anyway, what I'm saying is because he has not been allowed to win a clean win in a long ass time, and it's time now that he's allowed to win clean. Is he just supposed to never win clean in his, I think I said like his whole career or something like that. It says read more. He says, you tripping, no one gets elevated when they lose, even when he cheats. No one ever gets over besides him. And that's the problem. He said no one ever gets elevated when they lose. So Sami Zayn would have main evented a WrestleMania in his life if he had not been involved in the Bloodline story to fight the Usos. Is that what this guy is telling me right now? You can't get elevated through a loss, through who you're fighting with, through the caliber of wrestler. Losing and being buried to this guy is synonymous, and those things are not synonymous, bro. Like, that's why I told him he's tripping. So yeah, he said no one ever gets over besides him. He said the WWE community had to start a whole "We Want Cody" movement. So what the fuck am I talking about? Roman has nothing to do with Sami beating Gunther. That was a whole year after the feud, shake my head, and Logan Paul became the champion a whole year later. That's when I responded to him saying, do you know what burying is? Like, do you know what burying is? So I'm gonna respond to these individually, right? The WWE community got behind Cody with the "We Want Cody" movement. Yes, they did. And if Cody lost to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39 and Cody Rhodes was buried, then no fans would care about Cody Rhodes or what he was doing or who he was with, and not care to see him in the main event because he's buried and nobody cares about him. He would have never made it to the main event at WrestleMania 40 if he was buried. A buried wrestler does not come back to main event WrestleMania a second time, bro. He does not come back to get a rivalry with The Rock. Do you know what burying is? Please tell me, bro. Do you know what burying is? Fighting with Roman and losing to him at 39 and getting all this heat allowed the "We Want Cody" movement to happen. Because if he never lost to Roman at 39, we would have never experienced anything like the "We Want Cody" movement, and we had never gotten the prospect of Cody Rhodes versus The Rock. Cody Rhodes now has had bigger and better things going on in his career just from losing to Roman Reigns, because he got to be set up with The Rock, got to main event WrestleMania again and end an even longer title reign, right? He got to end a 1,300 day title reign instead of ending a title reign that was less than 1,000 days. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not, whatever, bro. He said Roman has nothing to do with Sami being Gunther because it was a year later. I already told you, Sami went on to main event WrestleMania. Then he had the tag team run. And then after that, he went on to beat Gunther. Like I said, if Sami was buried, he would never beat Gunther. Being buried does not mean just means that, oh, I lost a match to Roman Reigns. It means that my career is trash now. And if Sami a year later is doing that, his career is not trash. Do you know what burying is? Anyway, Logan Paul, same thing. I explained it. I don't gotta go over this. I literally explained it to you guys. I don't want to keep repeating myself. He said he buried everyone as a face too. It's time to put over more people. As a face, I understand people did not like super big dog Roman Reigns. I'm not talking about big dog Roman Reigns. I'm talking about he spent 4 years as the tribal chief and the last 2 only winning by interference, bro. I'm not talking about big dog Roman Reigns. So now we're just like on 2 completely different conversations, bro. Like, they're not the same conversation. I'm not talking about that. That's not why I'm disputing to you. I responded. I said, exactly. Fans were behind Cody. That's not being buried. If people are behind you more than ever and you become champion, you are elevated, not buried. If you confusing a loss with being buried, I don't know what to tell you. You got it. And then I responded again. I said, okay, bro, you got it. I said, don't let the hate consume you. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Because at this point, I was starting to realize that no matter what I said, this guy was going to be against Roman anyway. He was going to hate Roman anyway. It didn't matter what I said. The point is, he said it's time to start putting people over, aka it's time for Roman to start losing matches, because he said you cannot put somebody over if the other person is losing. So he just wants Roman to, after WrestleMania 40, to go on and to continue to lose matches to everybody, so everybody be put over. Understand this. If Roman Reigns goes on a supreme losing streak and lose to everybody, then beating him means nothing anymore. He can't put people over if he didn't have power when he lost to them. He put Cody Rhodes over because he was champion for 4 years, and then Cody beat the guy that was champion for 4 years. What happens if I've lost my last 20 matches and then you just beat somebody that lost his last 20 matches? You're not being put over. That's why I don't think you understand the power dynamic and how being put over works. To be put over, you have to be put over somebody with a lot of power, which means Roman Reigns has to retain his power to therefore continue to put more people over. And even then, you could be put over without beating them, because I just explained it with Sami, with Logan, with LA Knight, with Jey Uso, with Cody. it is what it is, bro. Like I said, have a blessed day. Let the hate live in your heart. So yeah, I said, don't let it consume you. Have a blessed day. He said, have I been watching Roman for his whole career? He's trying to continue to debate with me. Like I said, I'm not about the negativity. I realized I was getting out of character. I realized I was getting into that negative realm. I had to bring it back and realize that I'm a positive person. I'm a positive thinker. And I started to talk positively to him. I told him, bro, it's all love. And then I gave him that nice salute. Salute to you, man. It's your thing. It's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Your opinion is the only thing that matters. Look, I could tell you it's going to go back and forth forever. And to be honest, like, I'm only here to be positive. I'm not here to talk down about Cody. I'm not here to talk down about nobody else. I'm literally only talking positive about Roman. But everybody else in these comments don't have the ability to talk positive about one person without talking shit about the next. So if you want to talk bad about Roman, it is what it is, man. Like I told you, do your thing. You got it. You don't know what burying is, and that's okay, bro. I don't understand, but that's fine. I don't have to understand. It is all love. I wish you the best. And yeah, that's really gonna be it for the video. This is what really like inspired it, and it just made me realize, like, dang, even after SummerSlam 2024, I'm thinking that people are gonna start to appreciate Roman and be cool with Roman actually being successful because he doesn't have the title. As long as he's successful without the title, then it's cool, whatever. Like I said, Roman got the huge pop at SummerSlam, but there are still the people and the naysayers out there that still want him to continue to lose matches, and the other dude that said he just don't want to see him ever again. That's really gonna be it for the video. I don't understand these haters, bro. Let me know if you understand the haters. Let me know if you a Roman Reigns hater or if you a Roman Reigns fan, or if you like neither but you appreciate the work that he did and you don't think that he needs to be hated all the time. I don't know. I'm confused. I think that, yeah, that's just gonna be it. If you enjoy the video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. This is J Athletic Gaming, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.